What is going on? I heard through the grapevine that Will Smith put out another apology video, and that baffles me. I thought to myself, that cannot be true. He already gave a formal statement on his Instagram. What's the angle? It seemed like it was so long ago. His PR team's got to know that we've forgotten about that. You know what happened? It'll live in eternity, the slap of the century, but we're not sulking on it. But it seems like Will Smith maybe. Or maybe it's a ploy that him and Chris Rock are going to have a movie together, and he's like, I'm so sorry, Chris, and it's all PR so he can make more money. Will, is that your intention? I don't know what it is, but I'm super curious, and I thought we could watch it together. All right, let's do it. Also, if you haven't seen my video covering the Will Smith to Chris Rock hand-to-face connection video, it's definitely worth a watch. I'll put it right here. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Oh, boy. All right, it's been a minute. Okay. Mm-hmm. It's a Q&A. Okay, gotcha. Couldn't think of a creative video? Q&A. It's a classic. Man's looking like he's ready to golf.
Why didn't you apologize to Chris in your acceptance speech?
Will, what? What is this? Why did you read it like that? Are you a robot? Is this not the real Will Smith? They're like, Will is unwilling to continue to apologize. We need a dummy to come in there. Dummy has like a fake personality. Will, you're an intelligent human being. You and I, we both know that. In fact, you're royalty. You are royalty. But it really looks like he has got a golf tournament to go to right after this. He's like, guys, I'll do the apology video, but me and the boys are cracking some brews and hitting the green in about 20, so let's make it quick. Just say it's a Q&A. Also, I know I missed it in the moment, but did you hear that big old breath before the video even started, like when the title was going on?
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, man, this is like not a horror film. This is not a thriller. I'm not about to watch The Purge here, am I? Jeez. I'm ready to apologize.
I was fogged out by that point.
I was blacked out. I was crossfaded. Let me tell you, shoot, me and the wifey took a couple shots in the parking lot. Smoked a little reefer. I gotta tell you, it was a foggy day.
It's all fuzzy. I've reached out to Chris, and the message that came back is that he's not ready to talk, and when he is.
Why would Chris ever want to talk to you? You know, I get it. Why would he want to? You slapped him in the face, but I don't know. Doesn't this feel? Maybe it's the stage, like how much influence this has. But his behavior was horrendous. But like you would think that's out of his normal character. So he would approach us as like, yeah, I messed up, but this makes it sound like he like kidnapped Chris's kid and freaking gave him a noogie for 24 hours.
He will reach out.
If this is a teleprompter apology, I'm about to lose my noggin. My whole noggin is going to come off. And I'm going to lose it. I'm going to let it go.
So I will say to you, Chris.
Yeah, money, cash money.
I apologize to you. My behavior.
I thought we did this. I thought that was the statement. I thought they already had an Instagram statement where he was like, yeah, man, real sorry I slapped you. This is so long after the fact. I'm so, like, did the PR team been writing this script for two, like, double checking, making sure the periods are in the right place? What's going on here?
Was unacceptable.
Do you think Will Smith has had any work done? This guy's like almost 60. Skin is flawless, not a wrinkle in sight.
And I'm here whenever you're ready to talk. I want to apologize to Chris's mother. I saw an interview that Chris's mother did. And, you know, that was one of the things about that moment. I just didn't realize, and, you know, I wasn't thinking, but how many people got hurt in that moment. So I want to apologize to Chris's mother. I want to apologize to Chris's family, specifically Tony Rock. You know, we had a great relationship. You know, Tony Rock was my...
Is that Chris's papa?
Man, and this is probably irreparable.
Irreparable? I hope not. Man, I don't know. We did see the video. That was pretty bad there, Will. Real lapse of judgment. Don't do this again. Let me wag my finger at you. I think the apology to the mother is a nice sentiment. I get that. Yeah, that's nice. But this is wild. All of this seems wild. I want to know if why this came to be. You know, like why now? Why not then? Why not after it happened? You know. But hey, maybe it takes a while for some people to change. But you think anybody's really changing? You think anybody's really changed? Probably not. I think Will Smith knew beforehand you probably shouldn't go on stage and slap somebody or use profanity toward them at a nationally televised event. I think these are all things that he probably knew before. I think maybe he's grown from the turmoil, but I don't think that was like a lesson he needed to learn. Oh, I didn't know I shouldn't have slapped him. That's where I went wrong. I don't think that happened.
I spent the last 3 months replaying and understanding the nuances and the complexities of what happened in that moment. And I'm not going to try to unpack all of that right now, but I can say to...
That's interesting because it did it's not the joke that Chris said, right? It's his reaction to the joke that Chris said. Like whatever happened provoked something in Will, like triggered him based on something he was going through. And obviously we've seen every single meme in regard to, do we dare, let's just say adultery as a whole. So maybe that hit some soft spots. Ugh, I don't know. Ugh, this is getting gross. The complexity of the human brain.
All of you, there is no part of me that thinks that was the right way to behave in that moment.
Then why'd you do it? Why'd you do it, Will? What if this was like a trend? Or like a pattern in Will's life and we're just learning about it. They like do a deep study. And like since he was a kid on the playground, anytime he didn't get something he wanted, he just slapped the other kid across the face. He's like, give me my toy back. And the teacher's like, you can't slap the teacher across the face. Take that, teach principal, slap him on the booty. Just slap fest.
There's no part of me that thinks that's the optimal way to handle a feeling of disrespect or insults.
Good.
After Jada rolled her eyes, did she tell you to do something? No. It's like
you stop laughing.
You know, I made a choice on my own from my own experiences. From
Jada said, "Go sick him, go get him, slap Chris Rock across the face, go sick on him."
History with Chris, Jada had nothing to do with it. I'm sorry, babe.
You real want to keep holding it down at home? You and the kids. You and that other guy. What was that other guy's name that she hooked up with? Can I say that stuff? Am I allowed to say that stuff? Keep holding it down with our boy. Keep having him come over.
And say sorry to my kids and my family for the heat that I brought on all of us. To all my fellow nominees, you know, this is a community. It's like I won because you voted for me. And it really breaks my heart to have stolen and tarnished your moment.
Yeah, really did taint that moment, huh? Yeah.
I can still see Questlove's eyes. You know, it happened on Questlove's award. And
oh no.
You know, it's like
I'd love to hear what Quest had to say about it. I would love to hear that.
Sorry really isn't sufficient.
It's a great apology. He's got it locked in.
Say to the people who looked up to you before the slap or people who expressed that you let them down?
That's a great question. Will Smith, yeah, definitely. One of the biggest influences in the world, at least in regards to like celebrity wise. I love his stuff. I loved his stuff for a long time. And I still do. You know, I think it's still absolute judgment for sure. I don't think A-list celebrities really go through much consequences outside of like general slaps on the wrist. I don't think this guy's career is gone. I think negatives can be turned into a positive. Will, you're not all down and out. Hey, keep your head up, Will. I'm rooting for you. All right.
So there's two things. One, disappointing people is my central trauma.
Interesting.
I hate when I let people down.
That's crazy because I feel like in the position you're in, there's a point, right? There's a point of like people will like you or not like you, and that sense of people not liking you. I wonder if that affects them similarly. Every big name is somewhat controversial, right? In a sense, like Joe Rogan, people love him, people hate him. He's letting those people down that don't like him. So it's like, is it a certain people group that you are bummed about when you know you let them down? I feel very similarly. You know, letting people down is not something I enjoy doing and not something I intentionally do. But when you're at the scale of people that he reaches, it's unavoidable. But also, I mean, I guess in this sense of slapping somebody in the face, I'm talking about the effects of which it would hit him. But I suppose this would land on affecting the people that already did like him, so it would matter. Ugh. What do you got to say, Will?
So it hurts. It hurts me psychologically and emotionally to know I didn't live up to people's image and impression of me.
We got a little tear coming in, do we? Do we see him? See a little tear?
The work I'm trying to do is I am deeply remorseful, and I'm trying to be remorseful without being ashamed of myself, right? I'm human, and I made a mistake, and I'm trying not to think of myself as a piece of shit. So I would say to those people, I know it was confusing. I know it was shocking. But I promise you, I am deeply devoted and committed to putting light and love and joy into the world.
Yeah, the follow-up with that during his actual speech, like in that moment where he slapped Chris in the face and he's like, then I'm dedicated to love, baby. Ill-timed for sure. I think the devil does use guilt and shame quite often to break us down and do whatever he can to keep us further from our relationship with God per se. So I think I can resonate with that fact at least. You did something wrong. It's not your entire identity now that you did this thing. Obviously, sucks. You did do something wrong. All orchestrated apology videos rubs somewhat weird. Am I right? Am I right or am I wrong? Just because of the human element. Like, yeah, people do make mistakes, but I suppose there's some good in owning up to it, William.
And, you know, if you hang on, I promise we'll be able to be friends again.
Wow, that was a very interesting video. Do we believe him? I do. Is he one of the greatest actors in the world and could have got one right by me? He could have. All in all, I bet he regrets it. In the general, I do hope that he doesn't beat himself up. He doesn't slap himself around too much for what he's done. But yeah, messed up big. Apologized. I don't think it's swept under the rug. I think the consequences will still last. Just more consequences psychologically for him, it seems like. I don't think his career is going to be affected, like I said. All in all, your idols, your favorite people in this world that you look up to that are influencers or celebrities, they're human and they fail. I fail. I will fail you at some point. But you know who doesn't? Big man upstairs. Always perfect. So keep that in mind and don't look up to ding dongs. Don't do it. You're loved, you have purpose, and I will see you in the next one. And hopefully I don't have to make an apology video about this. I'm sorry. Okay? It's not what it looks like. Bye.